Hello everyone, this is Vincenzo and welcome to a new video where I want to show you a game I played a while ago, and it was a very nice game. It had a nice finish, so I want to share it with you. I played with 88.8 accuracy, so it was not a brilliant game, but because my opponent played with 73.5, which is not very good for a 1600 rated player, but you know, sometimes you play bad, sometimes you play good. This is chess, so I want to show you this game anyway. Let's start with the analysis. e4, e6, this is the French defense, d4, d5, and this is the advanced variation of the French. Here we strike immediately in the center with c5, and white plays c3, defending the center, so that if we capture, he recaptures with the c-pawn and keeps 2 pawns in the center. Now we develop the knight behind the c-pawn, so putting more pressure on the d-pawn, although it is defended right now. White adds a defender, so we go bishop here, standard move, because this pin is annoying sometimes. Also imagine if they go here, you can just take this pawn, and if they take, you take back with the knight and you win a pawn. So a very nice tactic. a3, a normal move. It is not usual, but it is a book move. And now I go queen b6, because I want to put more pressure here, and also if this bishop moves, I want to grab the b pawn. Now bishop e2 is a bit passive for my opponent, and there is a tricky move here, bishop d3, blocking the queen's defense of this pawn, and then if you take, they take, you take, they take, and you take again with the queen. Now if you don't have a bishop on d7, but it is still on c8, there is this move, bishop check, and you lose the queen by discover check. Here I developed the knight this way. It is very uncomfortable to develop these two pieces in the French, because if you develop the knight this way, this happens, they take, then you take with the queen, and then they kick you back, taking some space, and you have to retreat. This is what happened in the game. Now if you go back, instead if you develop here, which is the best move, they can take and double your pawns, and these pawns are very bad, but the good side is that you can have the g-file to attack. But this didn't happen. Instead we maneuvered the queen, and now as you can see, this pawn is attacked twice and defended once, so the opponent doesn't notice, and we grab a pawn. We are already better here. Now I kicked the bishop. I wanted him to take, but of course he doesn't take. Instead he retreats and attacks the queen. So I moved the queen, and yeah, I wasn't sure about this move, because we're up a pawn, we are better, so let's just drop the queen back and play safe. Instead I wanted to stay around the king, and this is not a very good move. Now I bring the knight to a good square, to f5. Also I want to trade my knight for this bishop, and here, as Levy would say, danger levels, the knight goes to f3, and I have to move the queen, And again, I wanted to keep my queen to the king side to attack later on. Now this move, no problem, we take the bishop. Now we have the bishop pair, although this bishop is not good, and it will become even worse in some moves. And we are even letting this bishop dying at some point to deliver a nice tactic. So the rook takes an open file, looks like a normal move. We castle finally. Now the queen goes to the b3 square. Also, and yeah, as you can see, this bishop cannot go anywhere. I mean, any square is bad. So this is why I should really learn the Caro-Kann and stop playing the French. But you are going to see a nice win here. Now, I played this move, which might look bad, but it is a nice move in my opinion, because the idea, as you can see, is checkmating the white king on h2. But the knight is defending, so I wanted to kick the knight. Now my opponent sees my idea and blocks the diagonal. I continue with the pawn, and now the knight goes here, so I drop the bishop back because I want to grab it and win a pawn. Very tricky move here for my opponent, because if I go here, can get some compensation, get the queen to the king side, we check, then I drop back, but he's going to win my my bishop. So I'll show you. Takes, queen takes, we check, I drop back to cover, but he can play either this move or this move and win my bishop. So I go here to defend, and now my opponent plays this move, which looks very bad because now I can win a pawn. And here he attacks my bishop. We don't care, it is a French bishop, so we don't care about it, and we go g3, because if he takes the bishop, it is checkmate, obviously. And he took. I was very surprised because I mean, this move is very obvious, even dropping the rook back, but instead he took, allowed my queen to come in with check. And well, in this position you can always repeat moves, but we don't want to repeat moves because we are crushing. So the king moves, this is forced, and here we leave the bishop dying again and go here, because if he takes the bishop, this is checkmate. So he plays this move, and I was actually scared of this move because I didn't really know how to proceed. But yeah, you can just go here and threaten mate, so no problem. But again, he didn't see the move and played this, but this is not a problem because we still go g6. We don't deliver a check because it can be simply blocked, and if we give a check here, yeah, we win a piece, but we can deliver a faster mate. He defends the mate threat on g2, but this is checkmate also. So a very nice game. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, if you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you actually played the French or you think it's garbage, and see you in the next video because I have to open the door. Thanks for watching and see you soon.